So whenever we talk about being a vegan in Guyana, or whenever I tell persons I'm a vegan, two questions come to mind. First one is, you're a vegan, you don't eat chicken, or you just do that? Good morning, best wishes for the day ahead, and thank you so much for tuning in to iCoach Daily today. It is episode number 100. Episode number 100. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of this journey. It would not be possible if you don't tune in every day, and I am so grateful to you. Of course, there's been a number of persons that have been very supportive along the way. First and foremost is my loving, caring, and adorable wife. She's been my biggest fan, my biggest supporter, and I'm so grateful for all of our efforts. I love you so much, babe. There's the 592 Fantasy Basketball Crew, the guys from the very earliest of episodes would have been. Why are you making your face like that? Why are you looking as though someone is forcing you to talk? Relax, enjoy yourself, because we know that you're enjoying it. Thank you so much, guys. And then persons like Christina and a number of other persons that would have offered their critique. My sister Lana, shout out to you as well for being there, very supportive. And of course, I must let you know, my sister, she's launched her own business. She's launched a brand of oils called Timely Pain Relief. You can see it showing up on the screen there. All right, it's an oil that works as pain relief, and of course, it's all natural, and it does work. I have tried it quite a few times myself, so I encourage you to check her out. I'll have the details on the screen there for you. And I have my students as well that tune in every day. I'm so grateful and so appreciative of all of your efforts, ensuring that you tune in every day. And of course, some of you would message me to let me know how the messages are impacting you and how you enjoy them. Thank you so much for all of that, guys. So it's episode number 100, and I thought that I wanted to do something big, but I just couldn't think of what I would do today. Then last Thursday, Beckham messaged me to say, you know what? I have an idea for you. I think I have an idea of a video that I think you should do, and it is a great idea, and that is why I'm doing this video today about being a vegan in Guyana. I believe I should probably do a video on our fantasy basketball group one day, how 10 strangers 4 years ago just started playing fantasy basketball, and now we're basically family. But today, it's about being a vegan in Guyana. Whenever we talk about being a vegan in Guyana, or whenever I tell persons I'm a vegan, two questions come to mind. First one is, you're a vegan, you don't eat chicken, or you just do that? And then the next one is it expensive? Well, today in this video, I hope to answer both of those questions and, clear up some misconceptions or some myths that persons might have about being a vegan in Guyana. So what does it mean to be a vegan or a vegetarian? Are they the same? Well, no, they are not the same, but they are similar. They are similar because both vegans and vegetarians abstain from eating meat. But they are different because vegetarians might use fish and other animal products. And you must know that there are different types of vegans and vegetarians, as you can see showing up on the screen there. Also, whenever we talk about vegans, at times we tend to think of animal rights activists and persons who will refrain from using all forms of animal products other than diet, even things like leather products and other products that might come from animals. They abstain from that. But today we are just looking at a vegan diet, which is a whole foods plant-based diet. So a whole foods plant-based diet, we know whole foods in this case refers to as organic as possible. You abstain from all forms of processed foods. We only want to partake of whole foods. And plant-based, as we can tell, it comes from plants. All right, so whole foods plant-based diet. And since we're talking about diet, anytime we talk about diet, we must be talking about a balanced diet. So for a vegan, a balanced diet is a diet where they get all of their food nutrients in their correct proportions from only plant-based sources. Sounds a bit complicated, but it's not really, and I'm going to show you how. So what are the different food nutrients? We know the food nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you the different sources where the vegans will get their nutrients from. Let's look at our carbs or our carbohydrates first. As you can see on this side of the screen, our sources of carbohydrates are basically the same. We eat the same sets of greens and starch and staples and stuff. So our sources of carbohydrates are the same. However, a non-vegan or a traditional eater will utilize the refined products and utilize the added sugars and stuff like that that a vegan is going to abstain from because we stick to whole food. So let's look at proteins, and here's where we're going to find our biggest differences or our only major differences, because we know the traditional diet, proteins come largely from animals, and vegans and vegetarians avoid eating animals and animal products. So for our sources of proteins, we have chickpeas or chana, we have peanuts, quinoa, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, cashew nuts, just to name a few, and of course there are others, but I'm just focusing on the ones that we can easily find here in Guyana, and of course the ones that are affordable. So despite not eating animals, vegans still get a healthy dose of protein from a number of different sources. Alright, so let's look at the fats. And we can see that we get our fats from avocados, almonds, tofu, chia seed, flax seeds again, sunflower seed, coconut oil, and a number of other sources, again just naming the ones that are easily affordable and we have easy access to. Alright, so that's it for fats. We come to vitamins and minerals, and I'm sure you would have been able to guess this. Our sources of vitamins and minerals are the same again. Alright, of course, fruits and supplements. Alright, that's all you really need to ensure you're getting an adequate supply of your vitamins and minerals. So that is where vegans would get their vitamins and minerals from, largely fruits. And of course, we will use certain supplements, of course, organic ones, as whole as possible, as I said, because it's a whole foods diet. Alright, so let's look at fiber now. And you should have been able to guess our sources of fiber are very similar, as you can see on the screen. And then you would notice certain foods repeating themselves, like flax, quinoa, oats, etc., because of course some foods give you multiple nutrients. It's always good to have them around, and yes, they are easily accessible. You can find them almost anywhere, and yes, they are very much affordable. So this diet is really not expensive. So there you have it. I would have covered the different food nutrients and how vegans would source them whenever they stop eating. So what about other stuff like milk? Well, yes, they are plant-based milk. There are a number of them. The popular ones, as you can see in the screen, would include soy and almond and coconut. Right, and you can see others like rice and oat milk. Coconut is my favorite because of course it is the cheapest. Right, and you can find it almost anywhere. Right, and it does taste really good. I know it might not taste good by itself, but coconut milk is an excellent complementary. And I challenge you, the next time you're going to take some cereal, try taking it with coconut milk, and I bet you will not regret it. And if you're not satisfied, I will refund you. So take me up on that challenge and try it, guys. Coconut milk does wonders in your porridge, in your cereal, in your shakes, and so on. I never used to believe it at first. Even when I first started vegan, I would try to purchase almond milk or soy milk. Alright, and whenever I can't, I would just go without milk. But then I started using coconut milk, and I have not regretted it. So check it out, guys. Try using coconut milk with your cereal. Yes, so we've covered the nutrients and we spoke about milk. There's a couple other things that I could have talked about, but I just wanted to look at the basics for you to see that it really isn't that hard going vegan, especially in Guyana, where persons like to think it is expensive. It really isn't. As we can see, the only major difference is with the protein sources. Alright, and you can see all of the sources for all the nutrients are easily accessible, they're easily affordable. So the diet really isn't expensive, and it isn't that hard as people make it out to be. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, I must say special shout out, big up, and thank you to Ashanta and Tamish. They share my videos every day. I can't think of a single time that I would have shared a video or uploaded a video to Facebook and Ashanta did not share. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ashanta. Thank you so much, Tamish. You guys are motivation to me as well for continuing this project, and I'm very grateful, and I just must let you know. Of course, if you're a vegan and you're watching this, I would appreciate your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the video? And of course, you can share your general thoughts on the diet and your experiences as well. This month only makes 3 years for me, so I'm pretty young in this journey, and I'm still learning a whole lot. So I'd love to hear from you guys to know of other sources and other things that I can do. And of course, let us bring awareness to those around us of the good benefits of our diet. And if you're not vegan but you might have a question or two, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer, and even if I don't know the answer, I will find out and get it to you. Thank you so much once again for watching. Do have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow with iCoach Daily episode number 101. Stay safe.